Sometimes I'm asked, where do you get your strength from? And to be honest, it's not something I was born with. It's not something you inherit or stumble upon by accident. It's something you create, you build it, moment by moment, brick by brick, while the world sleeps, while the noise fades, when no one is clapping, when no one is watching. That's when the warrior is born. Let's not romanticize the idea of being unbreakable, because we all break. I've broken. I've crumbled in silence behind closed doors. I've had days where getting out of bed felt like climbing a mountain. But here's the truth. They were the most defining moments of my life. Not the red carpets, not the applause, but the nights I whispered to myself, "You're not done yet." While they sleep, you build. And by they, I don't mean the world as your enemy. I mean the world that moves at its own pace with its own distractions. While others rest on comfort, you commit to discomfort. Because that's what it takes to rise beyond average. Comfort won't lead you to greatness. Discipline will. Sacrifice will. Repetition will. There were times in my career when people only saw the final product, a scene, a smile, a moment frozen on camera, but they didn't see the work behind it, the rejections, the moments of self-doubt, the loneliness of constantly asking yourself, am I enough? They didn't see the mornings I woke up before the sun, the hours spent perfecting a single expression, or the energy it took to show up fully when my heart felt empty. And that's okay, because your journey doesn't need to be understood by everyone. It just needs to be yours. There is something incredibly powerful about the stillness of early morning when the world hasn't begun rushing yet. When the only sound you hear is your own breath and the quiet whisper of ambition inside you. That's when warriors train. That's when dreamers become doers. You don't wait for motivation, you build discipline, you create a routine that honors your goals. Because you know deep down, excellence doesn't visit the undisciplined, it doesn't linger around excuses, it lives with those who dare to show up, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Let me tell you something, strength isn't loud. It doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's a quiet decision. To keep going, to try again, to stand up after you've fallen, even when your knees shake and your heart aches. And it doesn't happen overnight. The warrior mindset is not a switch. It's a practice. It's built through the repetitions of choosing courage over comfort, presence over panic, growth over fear. And the world may never see those choices, but you will. And you'll carry them with you in the way you walk, the way you speak, the way you fight for your dreams. This mindset, this warrior spirit, it's not about aggression. It's not about being perfect. It's about being relentless, not against others, but for yourself. It's waking up and deciding that who you were yesterday will not define who you are today. It's daring to believe in yourself, even when it feels like no one else does. I've had to do that more times than I can count. When I faced rejection, when I was told I didn't fit a mold, when people said I wouldn't make it. And in those moments, I had a choice to shrink or to rise, to believe them or to believe in something deeper, my own resilience. So if you're walking a path right now that feels lonely, if you're grinding in the shadows while others rest, if you're choosing growth while they choose ease, I want you to know you're not alone. You are building something sacred, something rare, something that cannot be taken from you because you earned it in silence. Greatness is never accidental. It is earned in the quiet hours, in the disciplined decisions, in the courage to keep building even when progress is invisible. Growing up, they keep believing, they keep building. So while they sleep, you build. You build your mind, you build your habits, you build your integrity, because the world doesn't need more perfect people, it needs more resilient ones, more kind warriors, more people who have walked through fire and still choose to be light. And you are already that, you are already becoming, you just have to keep going. There is no glory in giving up on yourself. There is no peace in staying small to make others comfortable. And there is no truth in the lie that you're not enough. You are, you always were, you simply forgot. And this journey is about remembering. The grind will test you, the weight will frustrate you, the pain will shape you, but the build will define you. And when the time comes, when your moment finally arrives, it will be because you earned it, because you were willing to work while others watched, because you chose to rise while others rested, because you believed in something no one else could see. So be patient, be fierce, be gentle with yourself, but never with your excuses. The warrior mindset is not about never falling, it's about never staying down. You'll look back one day and realize that everything you did in the dark gave you the strength to shine in the light. Until then, don't rush the process. Honor it, trust it, build it. Because while they sleep, you build. And the world will thank you for it. But more importantly, you will thank you for it.